Sonny from TeamRippnLipz1. I wanted to talk to you guys about Sunline FX2. This braid is one of the best braids that I've used. I've used the Daiwa Samurai. I've used Toughline XP. I've used the Berkeley stuff. I've used pretty much every single braid, even the Kaizen. So what I want to talk to you about is the Sunline products of the braid. This stuff right here, this is 60 pound. I usually use the 50 pound and I use that for frogging. The stuff is so smooth and it casts so good, and it has this almost like it doesn't really backlash it. When it backlashes, it's not like a big huge bird's nest. It like stays nice and neat. And when it does bird's nest, it's usually my fault. It's never really the line that gets caught or wrapped up a certain way. But ever since I've been using this stuff, it's been flawless. I mean, I will spend what I have to spend to get this stuff. I've been getting the smaller spools at the 125 yards. I think it was like 20 bucks. And this is 60 pound. Comes in the plastic case. You can actually use this to spools. If somebody holds this for you, it has a bar right here where you can actually create your own tension, so the line comes out with tension. So that's pretty cool. Now this is the blue-green. I'll put a close-up picture of it so you can actually see it. Comes in a really nice plastic spool, you know, but the line itself, let me see if I can get a piece of it. It's very thin, but it's not like normal braids. If you try this braid, you will understand what I'm talking about. And it looks really good on your reel too. So I don't know if you can see that, guys, but this is blue, and then it goes to green, then it goes to blue, and then it goes to green. But the braid itself is so thin. Like, this is 20 pound Power Pro. This is 60 pound. This is almost as thick. This 20 pound is almost as thick as this 60. Okay? Now on my spinning reels, like my Daiwa Alexa and my Shimano Stratic, I have Sunline SX1. That braid is ridiculous. When you use it on a spinning reel, it just casts a mile. It's like the perfect braid, and if you can get 20 pound. If you like 15 and 10, you get 20 pound, and it's like the same diameter. It's really smooth, casts really far, and it manages very well and keeps its color. These lines keep their color. Okay, they don't have like a ton of wax on them. They're not coated with a bunch of stuff. If you take the 832 line, you take it out of the box and you take your finger just softly across it, it will change the color. The wax will actually come right off. Super slick. They all pretty much do this. The only lines that I've found that I really like is the Sunline and the Toughline XP. That stuff is pretty much the same. It keeps its color, it stays strong, it doesn't fray that much. I can go all year and not have to worry about my line getting all frayed up. And then at the end of the year, I flip it around and re-spool it back the other direction, and I got brand new braid. So, especially with stuff like this, if you get the bigger spool, it's like $40. I think it's like 300 yards or whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys about this. And another thing good about this really thin braid is when you get this stuff into the weeds, when you guys are frogging and jigging in lily pads, and you're jigging and you're moving, your boat is moving, your line will get wrapped around the lily pads, and when you get a fish slam on your frog, if it's a 3 pounder, whatever it is, when you go to set the hook, your braid has to come up out of the lily pads. Where this is thinner, it pretty much cuts the lily pad stems, or the lily pad, or the weeds. It just cuts them like a samurai sword. And it just, I've never had this stuff break. I've never once, even on a whip backlash, I've never had it kick and then snap and lose my lure. I've used 50 pound and 65 pound Power Pro. It breaks all the time. Once that stuff frays, it's trash. And I'm not saying this is bad line, not at all. I'm not saying this is bad line, because I would use this still. But this is my go-to now. I use the Sunline, and I'm very, very confident in it. And for the money, it's worth it to me. $20 for 125 yards. I just back my reel a little bit with mono, and then put this on. This is more than enough line to cast out. Just wanted to make a video talking about this. I've been using the 50-pound pretty much on all my frogging and jigging stuff. And then like I said, I use the Sunline SX1 for my spinning reels. That's that right there. This has been on for a whole year and it's still green. It's still nice. No fraying, no nothing. And I've been using it on the Dio Alexa. Still green, still nice, no fraying. And I use that all the time when I go out. Same thing with the FX2. Frogging and flipping. This stuff was designed here. This was designed by Dean Rojas, the frogging king. And he loves this stuff. He talks about it. There's a couple videos on YouTube where he talks about this stuff. But basically that's it right there. FX2. Frogging and flipping. Alright, thanks guys. 3, 2, 1.